Hey guys, Nick O'Neill of Fortuna Found here, and I'm here with my good friend Ron Gibian, and we are working on something really cool. So Ron, what are we working on?
So yes, welcome to Fortuna Found Tutorials, which will be a series of kite making videos, not just by me, but many of the top kite makers in the nation, but it's not intended just for that. It's for everyone who's got something to share. Whether you own the idea or whether you execute the idea in a different way is what we want to see. This is intended to be, in addition to all the workshops that are taking place nationwide, that is all the retreats that are throughout the nation and of course outside of the country as well. In addition to that, and it's not intended to replace what already exists out there, but just simply add, because people are asking about tutorials online, because we have so much social media activity going on. And it's a great resource for people to sit at home and actually watch somebody execute some of their techniques. And I have quite a few, really, really exceptional artists and kite makers that are going to be featured here. Again, like I said, though, we encourage everyone to send information on whatever ideas you've got, because there's a lot of things that are needed out there in kite making. Anything from beginning to more advanced techniques that you do, something special, a painting technique, whether you are an applique technician or whether you are someone who works with patchwork or any of the kite making techniques, or you're a specialist with framing, with structure, and these sorts of things. We want to hear from you. So I highly, highly, highly encourage you guys to participate in this program. I think my intent anyway, my objectivity is to increase the number of kite makers. After all, who likes to fly kites by himself? I don't want to be making kites by myself. We need to up the numbers of people who build kites. I can tell you one thing though, once you're hooked on this, you'll never let go of it. I've been at this for 35 years now, and as long as my brain and my hands are still operating, I will keep doing this until I can no more. So
you said you've done this for 35 years or so of building kites, and you go to workshops and you teach. And while you're there, I already know the answer, but I think this is really awesome. While you're there, you are always learning something new as well, correct?
That's correct, and the reason why I said that it's for everybody, and I encourage anyone, especially beginners, because almost every single time that I have taught at a retreat or did a workshop for a club somewhere around the planet, there was someone that approached me and showed me something of mine sometimes that the person says, you could have done this way, and I'll go, oh my God, really, truly. Someone always shows me something that I was not aware, and it's most generally someone that's just getting started with kiting, and awesome. That's what's so impressive to me.
Yeah. So that is kind of the focus of the Fortuna Found Tutorials. Not only are we going to provide a space for people to share their expertise on various tips and tricks within the kite world, but also to create a space and foster spaces and places for people to work on these projects and get direct feedback from others, whether it be a forum or a mentorship space or some way that you can actually interact with people that you might not have direct access to, like they're not your next door neighbor, but you can work with them via video chats or other than that. So yeah.
Another thing that I have to say is that I know so many people, I'm one of them actually, that create kites in a vacuum. What I mean by that is that we're basically alone. We live in an area that's away from a beach, or that's away from great kite flying fields, or away from areas where great big kite festivals take place. So we sort of create what we do in a vacuum. For me, it's always meant a lot of travel. So I think that the tutorials at home take a great deal of that away, because you're in direct communication. And of course, all these tutorials have information on how you can get a hold of me and the person that you're watching. And I promise you, if this program goes down the way I've envisioned this, you're going to hear personally from these people, because that's what it's about. I'm asking everyone actually to take someone out under their wing, really, not just via the videos, but to do as much communication with a particular student if they can. And so that's another goal that I have, is that, and hope that many of you out there that are ready to participate in this program, that once you start getting feedback, that you actually respond to that person and take them in under your wing and see them through. It's very rewarding. Trust me on this. This is very, very, very rewarding.
It leads to lifelong friendships.
It sure does. And I can promise you, you can get all the awards in the world, all the kudos in the world for your work and all the admiration and all that. But nothing is more satisfying than watching a new person develop and watching them make wonderful pieces, which in turn they receive the kudos and awards and recognition. For me, there's nothing more rewarding than that. So the other thing that I'm encouraging each one of you, that as you become proficient, make sure that you reciprocate, make sure that you give back and do the same thing and create your own videos 100%. And share your techniques. Make sure that you never, never forget where you came from, and share your new experience. Share your wisdom that you've acquired with the new people that you're teaching.
Yep. Awesome. Well, thank you, Ron. And let's get working
My
on
pleasure.
the first tutorial. So you can find all this information, of course, on the Fortuna Found YouTube channel, and then fortunafound.com. We'll have special links there and a whole section just for the tutorials. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Peace out.